Hi guys, my name's Barry and welcome back to the channel. The movie Love Lies Bleeding, when I saw the trailer for this film, I was intrigued because it does look quite good, or it did look quite good, and I just knew there was going to be something in the movie that was going to make us question certain parts of it, because you've seen some of the scenes in the trailer where the bodybuilding girl seems to grow a little bit bigger than a normal human should. Because of this, I thought maybe the ending of the film would be a little bit ambiguous, like all these ending explain videos that I've been doing. And I wasn't wrong, the ending of the film was quite bizarre, and it's something I'm going to try and break down today. The basic premise of the film, we have two girls. One of them is a bodybuilder who's drifting through America trying to reach her final destination. She wants to compete in a bodybuilding contest, but along the way she stops off at this little town in the middle of nowhere where she meets another girl who works at a gym, and her dad owns a gun ranch. Not only does her dad own a gun ranch, he is a very dangerous man and he kills a lot of people. Kristen Stewart's sister, played by Jena Malone, gets beat up by her husband all the time to the point where she actually is put in hospital, and Kristen Stewart wants to do something about it. She's all talk, but the girl that she's with, she's actually a doer, and there's something inside of her building up that makes her snap. Throughout the rest of the movie, it's just about not getting caught, but at the same time, things just spiral out of control until we get to the very end of the film, which is what I'm going to talk about today. Jackie, played by Katy O'Brian, she's already a big girl, she's already muscly, and she gets to this place and she wants to build herself up to get to this competition, and Lou introduces her to these muscle building drugs that would help her grow, and she takes one at the start, and it's straight from the beginning you kind of see her body forming, not all the way through the film, but just certain scenes where she's sort of hyped up. As soon as she took her first drug, we start to see that semi-hallucination where, are we seeing what's actually happening, or are we just seeing it from Jackie's eyes and Jackie's point of view? The drug starts to make her feel invincible, sort of like she can do anything. Before taking any of these drugs, you could see that she's just a normal girl, she's doing her workouts and that's it, but as soon as she takes her very first drug, that's when the signs of growth start to happen. Throughout the film, it seems like Jackie is getting bigger and stronger, but not all the time, only when she's got that sense of hyperness, when she's ready to do something, or she's excited or scared. And all the way through the film, she does things that maybe aren't humanly possible, until we get to the very end of the film where she overpowers Lou's dad, but at the same time she's massive, she's absolutely huge, so because of this she's easily able to overpower him. In a film like this, you would actually question whether she actually is big or not. Is she just hallucinating? Is it just the drugs? Well, I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to tell you why I think this is the case. I don't think she's massive. I don't think there's anything supernatural about the film. I think it's just this girl's journey starting to take the drugs until the end of the movie, and she's just massive in her own head. But you're probably questioning, well, how is she able to overpower him? How is his face looking confused and scared when he turns around and sees this massive girl? Well, again, I think it's just all in her head. I think with her taking these drugs, she is able to put into her mind that she can do anything. She's able to do anything, say anything, and be the size of anything. I think how it starts is her mental state. You see that she was on a phone call to her mum, I would assume, and her little brother, and even that woman on the phone calls her a monster and not to come back here. So she's obviously done things in the past that she's not proud of. That's maybe why she's on the run, but it could also be a little hint that maybe it is more than just a basic movie. Maybe there is some supernatural elements to her. Maybe she is a monster. If you look throughout the movie, there are signs, metaphor signs, that it's all in her head. When you see her at the gym, you see the signs on the walls, and it's just basically telling her that you can do anything, you can be anything you want to be. And with her taking those drugs and her in that mental state, she actually believes that she can do what she does. When she kills Dave Franco, for example, she rips his jaw off, but she's bashing it against a table. She's got it in her head that she's able to do this, and she's big. And sometimes, not just her, but anyone, when you do something or think something that you're able to do, sometimes you are able to do it. There are times where she's tied up and she's scared. Ed Harris has tied her up. If she wanted to, she could burst out of that, but she can't physically do that because a human can't do that. There are certain things that a human can and cannot do, and the things that she does in the film, a human can certainly do. And at the very, very end of the film, when you see her walking through the clouds, running through the clouds with Lou, that's them just running through cloud nine. They're on cloud nine. Another metaphor just at the very end of the movie, just to tell the audience that It should be obvious that this is just all in their heads. They're on drugs and they don't know what they're thinking right now. So both of them are on cloud nine. When I first watched the trailer for the movie, I didn't think to myself, we're going to see something like the Incredible Hulk or She-Hulk happening here. I just think it's a metaphor for a human being not quitting, and you can do things you put your mind to. In this case though, the unfortunate thing is we've already got a very unstable girl who's left home. She's ran away from home. She's probably done bad things, and when she gets here, she's obviously killed a couple of people as well, and at the same time she's on drugs. So everything has happened at once and she's just fighting a losing battle. If you strip back all the metaphors, I think the film is just a very low-key crime film about this girl and dad who are fighting against each other. She's got a sister who's got an abusive husband, and then this girl comes out of nowhere. Jackie comes out of nowhere and she puts a spanner in the works. Without that mysterious metaphor, I don't think the movie would be fantastic. I think the movie was really good, and I think with the addition to this metaphor, is how I'm seeing it. With that addition to the metaphor, it adds a little bit of nuance and mystique to the film. With any A24 movie, they're not very straightforward. They're not simple. There's always something in these A24 movies that makes you think, especially when it leads up to the end of the film. And that's what I like about these types of movies. So I really enjoyed Love Lies Bleeding, and with my interpretation of the ambiguous ending, this is the way I see it. But again, that might not be the case. That might not be what the filmmakers were going for, or maybe they were going for that. You just never know. But what do you think, guys? Do you agree with me? Do you think it's all in her head? Do you think the whole movie is a metaphor for being able to do things when you put your mind to it? Or do you think it's something else? Do you think she actually was a monster? Do you think they were able to grow to 50 feet right through the clouds or whatever? Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you soon.
Meeting adjourned. To get you, Barbara.
Ever played Skin the Cat?
Someone to know!